What's your favourite trading rule?
Favourite trading rule? It's a principle. I think I like, this is one trade in your next 1,000 trades. I see so much with new traders, and I did this myself, is that the trade they're in, they're investing too much of their emotion. The result of that one trade bears too much weight on their feeling of success, feeling of importance, feeling of worthiness. And actually, if you imagine, if you're going to trade for 40 years, you're looking out on a horizon, and you're looking out at the horizon, most people make that one trade the entire horizon in terms of its intensity. But if you were to put one trade, if you're trading twice a day, 200 days of the year for 40 years, each trade is like a tiny dot on that horizon. And in terms of the emotion that you should give that trade, you should be thinking at it from that perspective. Now that doesn't mean you go completely the other way and say, well, hang on a minute, if it's one trade in 1,000, I just won't follow my rules, it doesn't matter. You still have to give that trade absolute focus and attention, but take your emotion out of it. So I think trading for me, focusing, yes, this trade's important, and I give it my 110% focus and attention, and I dedicate myself to making sure I follow my rules, but emotionally, it's very small in terms of the grand scheme of things.
What's the best advice you've ever received about trading?
Best advice? That trade for the trade's sake, not your sake. So if the strategy's setting up, trade it. What you think about the market and your opinion of whether or not the euro is going to go to 1.8 or whatever it is actually really irrelevant. So you trade for the trade's sake, not your own. You don't trade because you need to make £1,000 that day, or you need to hit your 10% this month because you're only at 8. You trade because the trade is in front of you.
Do you have any parting words of wisdom for others?
Don't do what I did in the start. I would say the three key things is start small, focus on percentage return as opposed to the amount of cash you can make. A quote or an analogy that I heard is money is the processional effect of doing the right things. And I really like that, because in trading, doing the right thing is following your strategy, tweaking and optimizing it, but it's not trading for the money. The people that make the money are the ones that trade for the strategy, and the money sort of follows along behind them. So I would say start small, focus on percentage return, and take a long-term view on it. It doesn't mean you don't dedicate yourself fully in the moment, but take a more than a 2-month, 3-month view, and you'll probably find you'll make more money in the 2 and 3 months rather than just saying, right, I need to make £10,000 in 3 weeks.